Sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it's a memory. Hey, how are you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at with the cryptocurrency markets? Looks like a lot of stuff here is starting to take a little bit of a downwards turn. Looks like Bitcoin's down another 0.5%, but I mean, that's really nothing to be worried about. We got a market cap of $143 billion. We got $2.8 billion traded in the last 24 hours. I mean, that's average of lately, right? And we got a BTC dominance is up an extra 0.1%, coming in at 49.2%. That's absolutely fantastic, as always. BTC is king, so it should definitely be near that 50% mark for everything to be going good as far as I'm concerned. Let me see, what do we got? Well, we got Ethereum coming in at $292. That's some sideways movement, sitting there banging its head against $300. We got Ripple. There we go. They've made some gains. They're about the only one today, it's looking like so far. In the top 10, we're up 10%, 10.37%, coming in at 22.5 cents. That's absolutely fantastic for them. We got Bitcoin Cash still continuing its downward trend. They're down 9.9%. This puts them at like 21% over the last couple days, coming in at a price of $354. The price of Bitcoin Cash has been dropping since its all-time high of $900. A lot of people are saying that they need to kind of let Bitcoin Cash drop off so they can go over and start, pumping up the 2X fork. Whether or not this is just rumor or conspiracy theory and all of that stuff, I don't know. I just know that I still have my Bitcoin Cash, just a little bit that I do own. So it's whatever to me. I usually like to hold as much crypto as I possibly can. As long as this stuff's still on the market, you never know what's going to happen with it. It was free, so whatever, right? We got Litecoin coming in at $51.11. That's down 2.3%. Still struggling. We do all have great hopes for Litecoin. It's just today's not the day for it, right? We got Dash coming in at $299. That's down 3.3%. We got NEM continuing to come down to 3.5%, 21.3 cents at the moment. That's really not too bad, though. Let's see, we got Monero. They're dropping back a little bit, coming in at $89.96. That's not the greatest, considering we had just seen all-time highs from the pump up at BitHum, around the $150 mark. We got Ethereum Classic coming back 2.4%, hitting $11.90. Let's see, what else we got? We got Zcash at $2.40. We got Steam at $1.15. That's all right. And we got the Steam back dollar correcting, going up 8.9%, coming in at $1.02. So, what are we looking at for the cryptocurrency news today? Man, some good coffee today. Let's see. Well, we got this new coin, EBTC. This one definitely isn't my cup of tea, but apparently they've taken a copy of what Bitcoin would be or is, and they put it onto the Ethereum blockchain as an ERC20 token. We had just seen the guy on the Cryptoverse saying that he wasn't quite understanding what this was. Personally, I don't participate in ICOs, so I had seen this one, and I had still been like, what would be the point? Bitcoin is going to scale. We definitely see it scaling. We talked about this briefly yesterday in our episode about how we're up to 7% with segregated witness. Bitcoin is just going to have to scale slowly. These things take time, especially to be done right. So here we go with a Bitcoin on the Ethereum network. Came onto the market at like 2 cents. They've added it to Ether Delta. It's pumped up. It's pumped up to as much as 333%. We're at 318% right now. Let's see, we're coming in at 18.2 cents. We've seen a high of 20 cents. This is just, this is some crazy pump that's happening, for everybody who had bought in and made some big money on this. Congratulations. It's always great to see people make money in crypto, do what they got to do to get more BTC. It's just, you have to do your due diligence. You have to know when to buy. You have to know when to sell. And, you have to know what you're doing out here in the market. A lot of suckers get taken advantage of. A lot of scams happen, so that's why everyone has to do their part. But that's also why I'm always I'm a reserved kind of guy. I, just buy my BTC. I make small trades here and there just to see what small percentage I can make. And usually if I am holding, it's definitely on a longer term and not a day-to-day trader. But everybody, the more you know about crypto, the easier it is. A lot of people have invested their lives into this stuff now, and are out there and they really understand the technology. That's why they say never invest more than you can lose, when it's actually a situation of never invest more than you don't understand the cryptocurrency markets. As we continue on with the news, we're looking at the upcoming ban that's supposed to be coming in South Korea. They haven't banned ICOs yet. They're looking at creating a ban, putting out the rules and the laws for it, maybe having some sort of an agency, approve or disapprove these things. But at the moment, it's looking like they're trying to put a stop to that happening preemptively. The member of the cryptocurrency communities over there have, they put a petition together. They've started collecting signatures. They're going to be handing this over to the government, and they're going to be asking the government to actually not just ban all cryptocurrencies, but to definitely do some more research and, come up with more in-depth laws, saying that this is why an ICO would be illegal, this ICO would be accepted, instead of just banning all ICOs altogether. This is great to actually see them, fight against it. Whether or not a petition's going to do any good, big government is strong. It's hard to strong arm like that. But you never know. You might see a little traction. As Bitcoin is continuing to grow, we keep seeing more and more merchants take on Bitcoin, which is definitely increasing the capacity of the Bitcoin network by seeing a lot more transactions happen. So that's causing the scalability things to happen with it, which needs to happen besides it just being a store of value. Bitcoin has a long ways to grow until it becomes a currency of an everyday use. But that's why we're early adopters. That's why we're investing now. That's why we're going to be rich off the situation and taking care of our families for that generational wealth that we're all hoping for. And the last little bit I'd like to talk about is everything that's happening with Ken Bozak. I understand what it's, I don't personally understand what it's like to get hacked like that, but, I can put some sympathy out there. I can understand, I seen his, part of his show on cryptotherapy a little bit this morning, a little bit of it late last night. Apparently he went and had his entire stuff hacked, and that was, that's no good. Apparently this was happening and people were talking about it and he wasn't aware of the situation. At the moment he seems like he needs to take a little break from the crypto world, and that's understandable. This is a big event to happen to him. So I'd like to give him a shout out and say, I'm glad to see that you're coming back. You can do it, man. You just gotta, take a little time for yourself, get back out there, start supporting the crypto again. We all want to see you back out here on YouTube supporting the cryptocurrency space. You do such a great job of it. We all look forward to your videos, and man, you're one of our big heroes out here. We love to see everything that you're doing. So as always, if you like everything that's happening on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Everything's going on around here is just to help you guys avoid the scams, help you guys get some of our daily news in under 10 minutes on what's happening here in our crypto space. We all believe that cryptocurrency is going to be the way of the future. We're all trying to give each other tips and tricks around here to help make our BTC grow. So as always, all kinds of tools down there below, affiliation codes, and if you got that extra crypto, don't forget to throw a little my way at those donational addresses. And if you need to hit me up, EugeneForrest20 at gmail.com. So if you like what's going on here, remember, keep your BTC safe.